you so much. And Shri, as I told you, all the credit goes to you. You kept me pushing and pushing and pushing.
Thank you so much, Shri, and all thanks to ShriLearning.
Thanks a lot, Shri. It's all your guidance and coaching helped me.
Thank you very much, Shriram. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Shriram. Couldn't have done it without you or ShriLearning.
Hello, everyone. This is Shri from ShriLearning. We are talking about the PMP success stories. In the year 2025, many people took this exam and certified. Of course, there is a question, is there a syllabus change? We're going to listen all those things from someone who cleared recently. So Khushboo, who cleared PMP on 21st of January, which is the beginning of the year. So first, congratulations, Khushboo, for clearing this exam.
Thank you, Shri.
Okay, great. I'm sure you feel excited. You're done with that. A big burden or big work for the last 2 months come down.
Yes. I must say it was a great effort from my side. I had to sacrifice a lot of things. Not sacrifice, it was the prioritizing things over other things, what was there. So it was I think overall 2 months effort that was gone in the preparation of it.
Wow.
Yeah.
And 2 months is a big effort, right? Because you have to balance your family and look for your office timing, and you have to make it happen. Okay, that's a big thing. So first, let's see your certificate. Yeah, here's a certificate. Khushboo Sinha cleared on 21st of January, and I'm sure you were happy to see the certificate on your desktop.
Yes. Actually, if you ask me, the moment when I submitted there, then it didn't display on the screen, and suddenly the survey started. So I was wondering whether I cleared or not, because survey started, and then when I asked them, they're like, "You'll get this afterwards."
Yeah.
So moment that guy had a paper in his hand, I was like, "Can you please read and tell me?" I'm not going to read. So they're like, no, you have passed. So that paper I carried all the way till home. It was there with me till night. Moment I got this certificate, that was provisional what we got from the center. So I kept it with me till night.
Right.
So
So
that
the
was
exam center, they don't show the result immediately in the computer. Rather, once you complete the exam, you come out, they gave a printout to you. Right?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. Good to know.
Yes.
I'm sure people watching this video will be more interested to know how the exam went on. But before going there, we will listen to you. What was your background and why you thought PMP is important for you?
Yes, because currently, if you ask me, I'm working as a customer success manager in my organization. So for past few years, I felt that my aspiration is towards the management. So initially, I was working as a software developer for a few years. I was doing that. When I became lead in there, I realized that no, I can manage people. That is my strong areas. So then I changed my domain. I worked as a scrum master. I worked as a project manager. Then I came to know about this PMP. There's something called as PMP is there. I heard few years back itself that PMP, if you do PMP, this, but somehow the other, something will be there for everyone, right? You'll get something new in your office work. You'll get stuck personally, professionally. That happened to me also. But last year, then I decided, no, I have to do it, because if you want to just step up, then you should have some kind of certification. And I have heard from multiple people that PMP is not easy. Like, you need to really, you have to put your 100% in PMP. It's not like other certification where you can do in a short term, you can just go and clear it. And also then I just talked to a few of my colleagues in office about PMP. Then I came to know about ShriLearning that time itself. Because I was just searching from where to go. Everyone will do their groundwork. I also did my groundwork, from where to do and all. Then I came to know about ShriLearning. I talked to other sources also. Then I spoke to Rahul. I came to know about but the moment I talked to Rahul for half an hour, I was sure that I'll enroll for ShriLearning only. I'll go with ShriLearning.
Okay, he convinced you.
Yeah, somehow what I liked about ShriLearning was like, because if you see other courses now, it will be like too tight. Like you have 8 hours training will be there every day, and they won't be like weekends. You do 8 hours and then you're done. But in ShriLearning, I felt that there 4 hours training is there, and you'll have enough time to prepare also in between. So you're not just rushing to just complete the course. You're getting time also to revisit those topics. That was the first thing what I liked about ShriLearning. And also that sitting for 4 hours, also we are kind of preparing ourselves to sit for exam for 4 hours.
Okay, two-way benefit, two-way benefit. That also makes me to ask
Yes.
a question. How
Yeah.
was the journey in this process? You have a training, then a reading. How was the journey with the ShriLearning, also with the reading habits? How you did it?
Yeah. Actually, I joined in October batch,
Hmm.
October 2023. Sorry, 24. Yeah, October 24. So I started I was very consistent in the class. That first thing what I followed. I never used to miss the class. And I think I
Front,
was one among them.
front bench student, right? You keep noting down all the points. Huh?
So that helped me a lot. So, like people who are listening to me, I will just suggest this: be sincere in the class.
Hmm.
If you're sincere in the class, and if you're listening to you, you're like whatever you're teaching in the class, your 50 to 60% job is done. You don't have to bother afterwards. So I used to be very sincere in the class, listen to all the topics, and then after your classes that week we'll get 1 week time. So I used to find some time reading in between, 2 hours. Initially, I used to spend 2 hours, 1 hour like that.
Hmm.
Then I increased the hours for that. I used to do that.
That's a good point, right? So listening covers good percentage of content, and then top of that you read, and you read 1-2 hours per day, right? That's how you read. So
Yeah.
which material, which book you were preferring to read?
Yeah. I refer Rita 11.
Rita
Rita 11
11.
and
Okay.
Agile Practice Guide. Yeah.
Okay. When you say agile practice guide, it triggers me another question because there's a PMP exam consists both a plan-driven approach, change-driven approach. As the industry is evolving in agile, some of us would work in agile, but certain terms will be new for us. So how was your experience with agile and how was your learning?
Yeah, it was good. Agile was not new for me because I've already have worked in a Scrum now. So I'm in Agile project itself. And
Okay.
earlier I was Scrum Master, so I know about Scrum. But I understood that Agile is not only Scrum. That's what I understood in the classes and in PMP. Agile is like something bigger than Scrum. So it was really nice to understand all the terms, and it gave me very vast experience about Agile.
That's
And even in and PMP also, I think it covers majority of Agile questions came in Agile.
yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. I like the point what you said. Agile is not only Scrum. I think that's a good point, I believe. We have to take it into consideration. Good. I want to learn about your practicing your question papers. Before that, how was your family supporting you on this preparation? You were classes Saturday, Sunday, then you have to sit and read 2 hours. I believe your family should have been supportive much.
Yeah, they disowned me completely. They understood that she she won't listen to us because I was too much into studies,
Yeah.
weekends also, like, so I got enough support from my family, from my husband. Luckily, my parents are also here with me, so I had a full support. I was treated like a princess. I didn't have to cook.
No, why I ask this question is people watching this video, there are men and women who are in job and family tightly packed. They really struggle sometimes how to balance it. So, as you said, they treated you well, which means you inform them, this is the time I'm going to for exam. I need this much of reading. I think it's more of a communication, making people understand, isn't it?
Yes, yes. And also, I realized that it's not that we don't have time, it's about your priority. It's like this 2 months, whatever I was focusing on study, if I would not have spent here, I would have done something else, like going out for dinner, going out for shopping, or maybe spending time with friends, or watching TV. Just I'm
Okay.
giving few examples.
Okay.
These are small, small things. If you cut short, you'll have enough time for studies. It's not like that
Okay.
you're doing something, you're doing extra and you're doing it. It's like
Okay.
you're just spending this time in your studies. That's what you're doing it. You
That's a
basically you are,
good motivation. That's a good motivation for people
yeah,
listening there. There is no ask whether I have a time. You have it, but organize.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That,
You have to just forget your social life. That's it. In one word, you have to forget your social life. Actually, in my apartment, people like stopped asking me. Before they used to ask me that you're not coming out, and they understood. Okay, so I just stopped, no, meeting anyone, or like I was on my
okay.
own. I
So
used to
your
do
whole
that.
colony knows that you're doing PMP.
No, no one knows.
So look like the stakeholder management has gone broader.
I was not seen around. That's
Okay.
what.
Now I come to the key question. People watching this video, people listen the class very well, and the people read the books. Where they struggle is answering the questions. When they go for a question like a 10 question paper, they couldn't get good score. When they go for 60 question, they struggle with the score. What was your experience when you practice exams?
Okay, it happens to me also because initially I started with 10 questions, chapter 10 questions. I used to score 2, 3, like that. I used to score. Like I started with communication management, then stakeholder management. Then I understood the way you told in the class also that it's not like that. If you just attempt only one chapter, and if you attempt again, you will score 10, like 100% marks. You can't do it because everything is related to each other. So you have to just pause and you have to move ahead. So that's what I did. Like for communication management, I finished. I moved to stakeholder management. Then I moved to other domain. Then afterwards, when I started 40 questions, then I was able to get the whole picture of it.
Okay. I mean, it's a holistic view. Don't stay in one place. Keep moving. Yeah.
And it will happen. Yeah, it will happen in the starting because we are not used to it. We don't know the terms. We're not familiar with it, and also we'll take a lot of time to read because we have just started with it. But I felt that moment you read more, you try to attempt questions more, you'll get used to it. And then over a period of time, your reading ability will improve, your score will improve. So we should not get, even I also got demotivated, but you should not get demotivated, and you should just think that this is the area where you have to learn more. You have to understand what went wrong. You should not think about score actually.
So noting down the gray areas. When I say gray areas, the area which I don't have a knowledge, you note it down and you read in the books.
Yes.
Okay, and that's a good thing. Okay, that's about the practice. Now the main area of the whole video people want to watch is how was the real exam, and what was your experience there?
Yeah, for me, I felt because in ShriLearning we have done a lot. So for me, I didn't feel exam was too tough for me. It was moderate, but yes, for me the question was not straightforward. It was on the it was scenario based. Question was lengthy. And you have to think. It's not like that it's like one liner or something. You have to just but you can easily eliminate two options, but two options you have to really think and you have to answer. But the thing is, if you have gone through all the chapters and if you know the terms, it becomes easy. And as you have taught us really well, Shri, I must say, whoever is listening to me, please listen to the class carefully, go through recordings. And if you have listened to the class, you can relate to it. I was able to relate to it. Like there were a few terminology I was seeing in the class, in the exam. For example, I just heard this just in time. I'm just giving example, leading methodology. So you have already taught us so well that I was able to understand. So I think that helps a lot. If you have understood, and there's nothing to memorize. Don't memorize anything. It won't help. I didn't memorize anything. I just used to go through the concepts. And if you ask me also, when I used to do the practice mock and all, still there are a few chapters I have not yet completed. Still I used to attempt the questions because I have understood the concept, what is there. So that will help. If you try to memorize, then it won't help. That is the one suggestion from my side.
I'm keeping hearing one point from you is active listening is expected to digest the concept. That's more important. That's what I'm getting from you. That's a good point. It's a good point. Nice to know about your exam experience. Now, one thing people keep asking is time management. If I talk people from, let's say, a native English people, their way of reading question is different. Their way of time handling is different. When it comes to Asia, people do really good job, but still they struggle with the time, which means the exam, if you say 180 questions, 230 minutes, some of them are able to stick with the time, some struggle. While you practice, what was your experience in time management?
Yeah, for 60 questions, I never used to struggle. For starting itself, I was good in 60 questions. I was able to finish in, I think, 70 to 75 minutes. I used to complete my 60 questions. But when it used to come to 180 questions, I also struggled. For mock 1, mock 2, I used to struggle because I was not used to that. And even I felt demotivated at how will I be able to do in the main exam. But moment I practiced more, I didn't give up. What I did actually, I gave a lot of mocks, and every day I was attempting some of the other questions. So if you have to have the good time management, then don't stop practicing questions. You should have some limit to it, even though it is 60 or 40 mock questions or random 10 questions. Just you should have some time limit to it. Then I think it's doable. For me, in last mock, I was able to do that. Initially, I struggled a lot, but before exam, few mocks, whatever I give, I was able to do the time management. And that helps me in the main exam.
So gradually, someone can improve it. It doesn't mean the first day you have to achieve or a period of time. Which means if January 21st is your main exam, you should plan your practice exam a bit early, right? At least 15-20 days before you have to start practicing.
Yes. I started that. I started that. I think the first week of Jan itself, I started. If you ask me, I think first, for the 3 weeks time span in January, I gave lot of mock exams, a lot of practice. Reading, I read only once, because reading is one thing you can do. You'll grasp the concept, but even if you read twice or thrice, that won't help you, attempting the questions. Because for attempting questions, you should know the how questions will appear and all. For that, you have to just have this habit of solving the questions.
That's
It will
nice.
increase your thinking ability also. How you will think about it and how to
That's a
proceed.
good point. I just only don't keep reading, practice something so you connect the subject. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, one more thing I want to add here. Actually, Rahul keep on posting daily 10 PMP questions. That helped a lot. Actually, I used to follow rigorously without fail every morning. That was like a morning ritual I used to do. In my phone itself, because you don't get time, you travel, you go to office. In phone itself, I used to note down, and I used to just go through the 10 questions. And then I used to refer where I'm lacking, what is there. This will keep your momentum of solving the questions. And one more thing I want to highlight regarding this agile principles, I still remember there's a 12 agile principles, right? Question will come around agile principles. And I remember the tips, what you gave us in the class, that you cannot memorize everything, but if you keep writing it, or like alternate agile principles every day, then somehow or the other it will get listed in your mind. So I followed that. Like last 1 month, I used to write. And if you ask me now, I remember all 12 agile principles. I can tell you. So,
Wow. So there is an agile expert here now, agile coach.
no, I'm just saying that small tips and tricks will help.
Yeah. Good. Someone has to follow that, right? See, we can tell many things in the class, but somebody has to follow that. If not, it won't work. Good, you followed it. I'm really happy for it. Good to know about your studies. Good to know about your practice tips. Good to know about your main exam. Is there any interesting experience in exam center? Or is it smooth journey?
Yeah. Actually, I was nervous one day before. Everyone will be nervous. I was not getting sleep that night. One night, I think I spoke to you also one day before, and thanks for all your support and all your motivation. I think you guide really well, I think. And because I was really nervous and I was asking you that, no, how will I do and all. But one thing you told and that got registered, that you don't have to focus to get full marks. You just have to pass. So don't get stuck to one question. If you don't know first few questions, it's still okay. You can just, you just wait for more questions to come. You'll be able to do that. So moment I reached exam center, yes, I was a bit nervous. And as you said, no, that in break you have to carry this fruit or something. So my bag was like a full of, how you go for picnic. So I was so nervous. I took everything from all my snacks and everything. So, but yes, moment I just sat, and when I started giving exams, surprisingly, I was not nervous at all.
Yeah, the way you practiced,
I never felt that what will happen to me, because I was very calm. I started attempting questions, and there was not even a single question. What I felt, I don't know. I never heard about it actually. And it's all it goes to ShriLearning, because I think in ShriLearning.
Yeah, it is good experience to listen. How was the exam center part? Because some people in the exam center, they get nervous, right? I used to say this, when you go to exam center, when you practice really well, first 10 questions you have to focus or be attentive. After that, you get into auto mode. When I say auto mode, your brain has practiced 5 full exams or many exams. You start clicking it, tuck, 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 keep going on. It's a cruise mode in the car, right? Something like that. The way you practiced, I would have said that you would have cleared the exam by January 1st week. That is the way you practiced.
You used to tell me, I know that you're delaying, you should. And I chose this date, but you wanted me to clear much early. I remember that.
You're ready already. See, we know by scores how you're preparing, and then I found you're ready, but still the date, what you think is good. That's fine. Now, quickly coming back, did you give party cake for your family members for supporting?
No, actually, after that, some medical emergency happened in my family. So, unfortunately, but now things are better. So maybe, we'll plan now.
Yeah,
We'll go for a party.
Let all be good. Let all be good.
Yeah.
Coming back here now on your office side, I believe this should be appreciated because PMP is one of the
Yes.
certificate.
Yeah. Pretty much. So I got already wishes from everyone. And yes, okay, I forgot to tell. Already I have in office, I just got sweets for everyone. Next day, I distributed sweets to everyone in office.
Very good.
They were all very happy for me. Yeah, that
good to know.
happened.
Now the next stage is that should help us to grow in career. That's important.
Yes. Yes. That's my next thing. I want to just, see how I can utilize it and how will I grow in my career.
Very
That
good.
is the next
Very
thing.
good.
But
Very good. Great.
yeah.
Good to know. First, thanks, Khushboo, for coming up here. And it's really interesting to listen to you. Maybe if you have a couple of points you want to share with somebody newly starting the preparation, what would be your more than to-do? What can be your to-do for them? 1 or 2 points.
Yes. Okay. So maybe I want to say that, yeah, before you start, it will look very tough for anyone. For me also, I felt that PMP is not easy. That I felt. But if you're going with ShriLearning, then you should not give a second thought. It is easy. It will become easy over a period of time. So the thing is, like, moment I started attending your classes and reading. So I think someone who is new, just be consistent in your reading, consistent in the class, ask questions. I think wherever you're stuck, don't keep it for the last. That, okay, I'll read in the last, because PMP is not like a crash course that in last 10 days you can just mug up or you can read and you can give exam. It's not like that. You have to be consistent. You have to just have small steps. As you say in the class also, you have to take a baby steps each and every time. So just be consistent and practice. Every day you should practice at least few questions, at least 1 or 2 questions. You should do it just to keep the rhythm out of it. Maybe there will be few days where you'll be stuck in your office work, you're not getting time. It will be there, but you have to find some time. And also this one more thing I want to add: don't miss the Q&A. What I think we're having it Sunday prayers, right? That's very helpful, because every Sunday I never used to miss that. I always used to be very sincere in that, because new topics will be touched. There will be few questions. So this way you're also being in touch actually. So that's one thing. And also when you give the exam, don't get demotivated. I also used to get demotivated when I used to see my score. And I think that's why I chose the 24th January, because full mock, I was not getting very good score. Like it was in 60s and all, I was getting it initially. And that's what happening for me. So, but then I understood that mock 1, mock 2, mock 1, mock 5 is meant for us to understand all the topics. Because if you see, mock 1 is different from mock 2, mock 2 is different from mock 3. And it is covering all the areas. So I think that is purposefully has built in ShriLearning, so that we will go and revisit those topics and we'll understand better. And we'll know the concepts better. And if you are able to do well in ShriLearning mocks, then the level, what I felt is level a little bit low only. It's not that tougher than ShriLearning, whatever we are practicing here. But this is not only, but I understood one motto here, that this mocks are not only for clearing the exam, is helping us to understand the concepts as well, building our knowledge.
That's true.
That is also important. Yeah.
Cool.
So I will give credit to Shri, to you also. Credit goes to you. Big credit goes to you, because the way you have taught in the class, the examples, and I never felt how the time used to fly, that 4 hours. Never ever I felt that no. Because you made it very interesting for us. That was always there.
Good.
And always you and Rahul. Rahul is also very, like, always ready to help us whatever queries comes and all.
Good.
And daily, and also one more thing, daily 2 questions will be posted by Rahul. So I think everyone who has started the class, please attempt those questions. And also don't wait to finish your syllabus and then you go for 40 mock or 60 mock. You can start immediately. At least 40 mock you can start after some period of time. Because I think solving mock is I think one step what you have to take it. Otherwise, reading won't help. Like only reading won't help at all.
Makes sense.
That is there.
That's good.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Khushboo. Those are nice to do for the people who want to prepare. And I really like the way you very attentive in the class, asking questions. You never hesitate to ask questions. Also, I found you attending all the Q&A sessions, which is on Sunday, which is also really good. Also, I see you very active in expert group for asking questions and answering the questions. I think this is more important, I believe. Once you come for a task for next 2 months, involve completely and utilize all the sources what you have, and that helps to grow. Don't keep half a portion here, half a portion there. I think that is, I believe I saw with you. Be attentive, be 100% to the system. Yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Very good, very good.
And one more last tip, that turn on the camera while attending the classes. That also helped me a lot. I never used to turn off my camera, because if you are turning on your camera, you cannot do anything else. So I think if possible, please come on the camera and attend the classes.
Okay. That's a tip for the people who want to stay on the camera. Okay, that's a good tip. Appreciate it. Good, Khushboo. First, thanks a lot for coming up here. This is for the February month. We are talking on the 7th of February. She cleared on 21st of January, and she came back here to give some tips. Very kind of her, because after exam, it's so important to share the knowledge, which can help another few people, right? Some people can get motivated. Some people know what to do. That's important. This exam is not a toughest exam, but our lifestyle makes it tougher because we are the age of 30s and 40s or sometimes in 50s. You're busy with your corporate, busy with your family, but I like the way Khushboo said, it's not about lack of time, it's about the priority. So if you realize that my career growth is important, if you realize that this learning can take there, yes, let's put ourselves 2 months inside the system, and I'm sure you get certified and materialize the benefit later. Yeah, that's important. Good. Once again, thanks a lot, Khushboo, and credit to you for all the effort, and thanks for making the WhatsApp group and everywhere busy and active, because there are some people in every batch who are the front runners, who ask questions, who poke people, they do things. Those are the people make the things active. So you are one of that person, keep driving things. So keep up the momentum and good wishes for your career success.
Thank you, Shri. Thank you for all your support. Yeah, thank you.
Perfect. Perfect.